wonder, is it better to keep her as a ranger? Like, try and deal with the other guy in melee, and then deal with the other one as a ranger. 15. How much health? Won't tell me. Bound to be weaker, so maybe start with her.
I need to get closer. It's too far away. That spell isn't...
Like I said, it's clunky. On live, I wouldn't have gotten interrupted as much. I would not have gotten interrupted as much. And they call it a green quest. It's mismarked. Then again, maybe it is a green quest for me, but my gear is lagging behind, so... sure, it's never provided stats. This is still like a tutorial area cloak. This is fucking grey armor that I never got to replace. Please. Okay, I have a bit of random grey in my inventory that's twice the shirt that I'm currently wearing. Or, yeah, I'll let you take that first. Seriously, thank you. So we can get this done. Quest log.
I need a target. Still charging.
So the Defiance in Norchar use red burlap. The Defiance, seriously, the Defiance in Elwyn Forest Hole use red linen, while the Defiance in here use red leather.
I can't cancel it yet.
Yeah, let's get some grain from here.
That spell isn't ready yet. I need to get yet. That's still recharging.
Any chance these will drop hops? Seriously? Seriously? Not hops. Ooh, green.
I can't cast
Handfuls of oaks. Doesn't seem so. It's really aggressive.
That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet.
At least fighting all these now will make it easier to do the follow-up quests.
That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet.
Hey, this just seems to love to miss on things. No, it will eventually hit. But yeah, oh, I never put on the new chest armor. But yeah, to make Westfall stew, you need to get various ingredients, and at least you can gather them now.
That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I need to target something first. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
Oh, netted. I do wonder if this young flesh ripper will give me what I want before I have the quest.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I don't have a target.
Didn't that time, at least. It's inconclusive.
It's too far away.
The lack of just being able to passively highlight things is makes life harder.
I can't access that yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready.
Parried.
I can't attack that target. Light be with you.
Tough times, rough times, huh, Gorik? No matter where you turn, someone needs help, and my wife and I are no exception. 1, 2, 3. The killing fields. Look at what happened to this place. These lands were once occupied by good farm folk. Now the damn thieves have driven them all off. Not me, though. But it seems some harvest watchers have taken over the fields. If you're up for the work, I would like you to go out and kill 20 of them. Come back when you're done for your pay. If you finish up the ones with the ones in my field, clear them from the neighboring fields as well.
Be careful.
Well met.
Welcome to our humble abode. It's always nice to see a friendly face. What strong arms you have. My husband and I are always looking for help around the farm. Now that most good folk have left, it's hard to find an able body to help out.
See you around.
I'm gonna miss Verna Furlbrow so much. Don't suppose you happen to see her on your way here.
Have a good one.
That Verna was always such a sweet lass. We'll miss her in Westfall, but between you and me, she's a city girl at heart, and Stormwind will suit her just fine. Enough gossip. Now we can make Westfall stew.
Safe travels. Farewell.
I already have the okra.
Be careful. Farewell.
The onions are peeled, the garlic is minced, rosemary is crushed, and the crust has been baked. The dill weed is chopped, the gravy is simmering. Now all I need for my famous meat pie are 8 Gortus clippers.
Safe travels.
One, two. I think I might actually end this here. Oh, we'll read a book and then we'll head. Agwin and the Dragon Hunt. As the politics and rivalries of the seven human nations waxed and waned, the Land of Guardians kept its constant vigil against chaos. There were many guardians over the years, but only one ever held the magical powers of Terrasville at any given time. One of the last guardians of the age distinguished herself as a mighty warrior against the shadow. Agwin, a fiery human girl, won the approbation of the Order and was given the mantle of guardianship. Agwin vigorously worked to hunt down and eradicate demons wherever she found them, but often questioned the authority of the male-dominated Council of Terrasville. She believed that the ancient elves and elderly men who resigned over the council were too rigid in their thinking and not far-sighted enough to put a decisive end to their conflict against chaos. Impatient with lengthy discussion and debate, she yearned to prove herself worthy to her peers and superiors, and as a result frequently chose valor over wisdom in crucial situations. As her mastery over the cosmic power of Terrasville grew, Agwin became aware of a number of powerful demons that stalked the icy northern continent of Northrend. Traveling to the distant north, Agwin tracked the demons into the mountains. There, she found that the demons were hunting one of the last surviving dragonflights and draining the ancient creatures of their innate magic. The mighty dragons who had fled from the ever-advancing march of mortal societies found themselves too evenly matched against the dark magics of the Legion. Agwin confronted the demons with help from the noble dragons, eradicated them, Yet as the last demon was banished from the mortal world, a great storm erupted throughout the north. An enormous dark visage appeared in the sky above Northrend. Sargeras, the demon king and lord of the Burning Legion, appeared before Agwin and bristled with hellish energy. He informed the young guardian that the time of Terrasfell was about to come to an end, and that the world would soon bow before the onslaught of the Legion. The proud Agwin, believing herself to be a match for the menacing god, unleashed her powers against Sargeras' avatar. With disconcerting ease, Agwin battered the demon lord with her powers and succeeded in killing his physical shell. Fearing that Sargeras' spirit would linger on, Agwin locked the ruined husk of his body within one of the ancient halls of Kalimdor that had been blasted to the bottom of the sea when the Well of Eternity collapsed. Agwin would never know that she had done exactly as Sargeras had planned. She had inadvertently sealed the fate of the mortal world. For Sargeras, at the time of his corporeal death, had transferred his spirit into Agwin's weakened body. Unbeknownst to the young guardian, Sargeras would remain cloaked within the dark recesses of her soul for many long years. And that's the issue with acting without thinking. And, adequate protections.
I can't attack that.
The Sargeras then proceeded to invade the body of her kid, Medivh, and it was only upon Medivh's death did he finally feel like himself. It was not the Guardian, he was not Sargeras possessed by Sargeras, it was finally him. Which is pretty sad, honestly. It's not till he gets murked by his own apprentice, rightfully so, that he's him. Medivh is pretty badass, honestly. He gets murked by Khadgar. He does die. She comes back.
It's still recharging.
I don't know too much about Agwin, Medivh's mom. I don't know too much about her. I think she is dead. Medivh's still around, somewhere. He turns up in Legion to say hi, saying that, hey, you're doing a great job, Khadgar. You be a guardian. I don't want to be. That's why you'll be perfect.
That spell isn't
And then he fucks off. Thing is, WoW lore ignores... There's a WoW comic. And WoW kind of generally ignores the comic. Medivh has a kid in the comic. I believe he's called like Medivhan or something. He's human orc Draenei. I think he's like Medivh had a kid with Garona. My Garona. He had a kid with her, and the kid has taken his place as Guardian of Terrasfell, having Medivh's staff and everything. Why Khadgar has it as opposed to Medivhan, and why Medivhan isn't in the games at all, who buddy knows. I guess Blizzard doesn't really care for the character. So,
that spell isn't ready yet.
but yeah.
I can't handle it.
I could have done with that quest sooner. I didn't think of having to kill 20 of them. Oh well, I suppose it's some grinding. But yeah, Medivhan. He's taken the, in the comics, he's Medivh's successor. He is the Guardian of Terrasfell. He's pretty strong. But for whatever reason, the WoW devs have never felt the urge to actually put him in the game. I think people are saying he's too strong, but I have no real commentary. But, yeah, I was kind of expecting him to turn up at some point, but they seem very content in not using him. Medieval.
Can't cast that yet.
If that is his name, I might be misremembering. But, they seem pretty damn content in not using him.
That's still recharging.
But, I wonder why.
I can't cast that yet.
Then again, I haven't played WoW in ages, so maybe he's turned up. Like in modern WoW somewhere. But I don't think so. Haven't heard anything. I've seen lots of posts coming across my timeline, and I haven't seen anything to do with him. Fresh meat.
That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I don't have a target.
Part of me feels I need to follow a guide. Like, I feel like I should have more abilities right now, but the abilities I should have been split off into, like, runes. Like, you know how Crusader Strike was a, is it now a rune ability? That maybe I should have another combat skill right now, but it's on a rune somewhere. Actually, maybe it's that old other quest there, me helping someone out, you know? Maybe it's that. Actually, give me a very good reason to head back and investigate. Spell book. Find materials. There we go. Should have had that tracking on.
I need to get closer.
Might be able to fight just a pack of tree here. I think I can do it. Yep. Yeah, that honestly really sounds like a ghoul death sound. Or maybe a zombie. Zombies and ghouls are different things in this.
Still recharging.
I'm dead. Ugh. Fine. Now's your time. I shall aid your journey back to realm, living for a price. Yeah, fuck it. I suppose they'd leave loot behind. I don't care, I'm not heading back. That's resurrection sickness anyway. Been a long time since I've seen that. Part of my issue is, like,
hello.
I won't say I've had a great improvement to my combat abilities because by way of my better weapon. What's hurting me right now is my inferior equipment. My armor being shit. That's not helping. So wearing tutorial area cloak. I didn't sell an improvement, did I? No idea. Anyway, I'm gonna head back to Stormwind. Uh, I'll do a bit of like profession work, you know, gubbins. Looking at auctions, maybe leveling up professions, um, turning in that quest, and then I'm going to call quits. I'm actually getting into this, and I am really tempted in joining a guild. So if people to shoot shit with, it would help. I'm also enjoying this as a controller game. It is making things a little different, you know? My god, the amount of paladins I'm seeing. I suppose I'm seeing plenty of warlocks and hunters, but I know I didn't expect to see this many paladins. I approve. Okay, first and foremost, to the paladins. Shine your shoes, governor. There's a few tailoring signs around the place here. Kinda sad I missed the Battle of the Lich King, you know, plague event, you know, the pre-patch. I should have gone back for it for old time's sake. I doubt I'll get another shot. But then again, honestly, I do feel Blizzard has a missed opportunity in not having, like, you know, permanent, like, Burn Crusade servers, rather Lich King servers, you know? But I suppose they'll be, you know, fighting against, like, then they'll be competing with each other. So you'll be like, oh, I want to play Burn Crusade, I want to play Rather Lich King. You know, one thing that would ease that would be allow you to carry your Burn Crusade character over to Rather Lich King. Like you're maxed out, like, classic character, carried over to Burn Crusade. Carried over to Rat. Shouldn't be that hard. Shouldn't be that hard. Of course, I don't know shit about this stuff, but I don't see it being that hard.
King's honor, friend.
You've returned so quickly, Gorik. What have you accomplished in your time away from the cathedral? Have you helped a noble cause? Perhaps you earned the value of charity, or is some more about your obligations to citizens of Azeroth? Tell me who you have helped and how. Wow, I'm impressed. Gorik, those are the actions of one who follows the light and values others above oneself. Such sacrifice will always be rewarded in time. Yeah, I killed a number of bandits and took linen off their corpses. It wasn't much of a sacrifice, not on my part.
For the Alliance.
Take this, Gorik. It is called the Symbol of Life. You've proven charitable and patient. Now it's time to come and see if you're powerful enough to focus one of the light's greatest gifts. My friend Gazin returned recently from an encounter with some Defias in Elwyn near Hero's Vigil. He barely escaped with his life. He's near the altar having his wounds healed by our priests. Take the symbol and speak but to him. If you can help him, then we'll speak again soon. May you bask in the light's glory.
Bless you.
I need a target.
Use the symbol. Symbol life will bring the person tuned to it back to life.
What's on your mind?
Cough. Pleasure to meet you, Paladin. Don't mind my wounds. The good priest here can take care of old Gazin this time. Well, we need the power of that symbol of life you got there. Not yet, anyway. So, Notorian sent you to speak to me, huh? Fair enough. exactly what befell me and my friend Henzin, and with any luck and some skill on your part, perhaps you can still help us all. Gor Dagum Ta Runlo. Wish I knew what you were saying.
Watch your back.
Henzi and I made it to Hero's Vigil, an island in the middle of Stonecarn Lake in northeastern Elwyn. We heard the Defiance had infiltrated our borders and wanted to take proof to the King's advisors. Caught sight of a couple of scum going over some documents, and we attacked. Vulture quickly overwhelmed by more of the mages. Henzi held them off for me while I escaped. Daft fool, going and being brave. He's out there now, Henzi is. Can you help us, Gorik?
Off with you.
Hey there. Have a good one.
What can I do for you?
Make haste, Gorik. More than one life hangs in the balance if you fail. If for some reason you fail to help Gazin and Henzi, return to me and I'll give you another symbol of life for your travels. Don't mistake my aid as simple charity. Whereas prove yourself worthy like any other paladin, continual failure may reflect upon you later.
Go with honor, friend. Need help?
Righteous Fury.
Be careful.
Maybe I shouldn't have leveled all of those up.
Greetings.
Oh, Cicerata, where have you gone? What's wrong, Brother Romulus? A young paladin, Ada Gelhart, has gone missing. She disappeared last night, and no one has been able to find her. She was last seen in the catacombs of this cathedral. Some brothers claim Ada had been acting strange during the days before disappearance, more shifting withdrawn. Afraid that's all we'll know. May the Lord protect her wherever she may be.
Light bless you.
Okay, I do dislike how this is just like generic crypt area. Like, can you design one that isn't trash to shit? Like, it does look like ghouls have been rampaging through. I kind of expect to be attacked here. Next to the candle at the bottom. That's a torch. A high enough level? Ah. Oh, it's same person from earlier. Small world. The loot is so fast I don't even really get to see items for the go into my inventory. Like the icon, like. The pages singe in muddled spots, as if someone was hastily trying to burn it. Some of what remains is legible. Ada, I'm pleased to hear, under the darkened bank, one of our agents, passphrase. One candle is snuffed out, another is lit. Mitchell's.
What can I do for you? For the Alliance.
Okay, telling him is worthless. River Junction she has a rune. Seal of Martyrdom. Rebuke. Ah, she's got a shovel. God, it's mad seeing this place not with the exit to the harbour. I do remember it like that when I was playing originally. I remember being here during the Scourge invasion, and the guy talking about blowing it up the wall. And you can have a look at the park here as well, how it used to be before Deviling landed. The place then got wrecked, as you can see on the Kata servers, and then in Legion they rebuilt and turned it into Lion's Rest, a monument to Varian, and others that died. There was talk that they were going to change it further and just put like a mage tower on top of Varian's grave, replacing it or something, but I really hope they didn't do that. I like Varian. I didn't want them dead. No value here. There is a Varian comic book where he gets split into two, and like one half is apparently a kiss ass, while the other is a bloodthirsty gladiator. He was taken by orcs and thrown into a fight pit, and generally abused by them. So it kind of explains his very personal, well, among other things the Horde have done, personal grudge he may have against the Horde. Because he literally spent time enslaved by them himself.
I'm out of range. That spell isn't ready
yet. War of the Ancients. The Highborn's reckless use of magic sent ripples of energy spiraling out from the Well of Eternity and into the great, dark beyond. The streaming ripples of energy were felt by terrible, alien minds. Zargaris, the great enemy of all life, the destroyer of worlds, felt the potent ripples and was drawn to their distant point of origin. Spying the primordial world of Azeroth and sensing the limitless energies of the Well of Eternity, Zargaris was consumed by an insatiable hunger. The great, dark god of the nameless void resolved to destroy the fledgling world and claims its energy as his own. Zargaris gathered his vast, burning legion and made his way towards the unsuspecting world of Azeroth. The legion was comprised of 1,000,000 screaming demons, all ripped from the far corners of the universe, and the demons hungered for conquest. Zargaris' lieutenants, Archimonde the Follower and Manroth the Destructor, prepared their infernal minions to strike. Queen Nashara, overwhelmed by the terrible ecstasy of her magic, fell victim to Zargaris' undeniable power and agreed to grant him entrance to her world. Even her highborn servitors gave themselves over to magic's insatiable corruption, magic's inevitable corruption, and began to worship Zargaris as their god. To show their allegiance to the Legion, the highborn aided their queen in opening a vast swirling portal within the depths of the Well of Eternity. They talk about magic's like inevitable corruption a lot in like old WoW lore, but it's not really much of a thing in later WoW lore. It's just magic's the thing, you know? Just don't go cracked with it. But it's like, oh, magic taints and corrupts. People have claimed about, you know, Warcraft being a rip-off of, I don't know, Warhammer. And, well, so mages go kind of cracked in that. Like, you are using the very powers of hell, even as an arcane caster. You know, like, you're not, like, you know, worshipping Zinch and trying to cast, like, a Zinchian spell. You're still using chaos, even as, like, a high elf, you know, magister. You know? You're still using warp power. They just don't acknowledge it as such. While here in WoW, it's a separate magical system altogether, at least in modern WoW. Well, actually, even in this WoW, it was a separate magical system. It was just a separate system. It was just very corruptive. Maybe it's just going mad with power rather than inherently anything else. I don't know. Once all his preparations had been made, Sir Garrus made his catastrophic invasion of Azeroth. The warrior demons of Burning Legion stormed into the world through the Well of Eternity, laid siege to Night Elf's sleeping cities. Led by Archimonde and Manaroth, the Legion swarmed over the lands of Kalimdor, leaving only ash and sorrow in its wake. The demon warlocks called down searing infernals that crashed like hellish meteors into the graceful spires of Kalimdor's temples. A band of burning, bloodletting killers known as the Doom Guard marched across Kalimdor's fields, slaughtering everyone in their path. Packs of wild, demonic fellhounds ravaged the countryside unopposed. Although brave Kaldori warriors rushed to defend their ancient homeland, they were forced to give ground, inch by inch, for the fury of the Legion's onslaught. It fell to Malfurion Stormrage to find help for its beleaguered people. Stormrage, whose own brother Illidan practiced the Highborn's magic, was incensed by the growing corruption within the upper class. Convincing Illidan to forsake his dangerous obsession, Malfurion set out to find Cenarius and muster a resistance force. The beautiful Princess Tyrande agreed to accompany the brothers in the name of Rune. Though Malfurion and Illidan shared a love for the idealistic princess, Tyrande's heart belonged to Malfurion alone. Illidan resented his brother's budding romance with Tyrande, but knew that his heartache was none compared to the pain of his magical addiction. Illidan, who had grown dependent on magic's empowering energies, struggled to keep control of his nearly overwhelming hunger to tap the well's energies once again. However, with Tyrande's patient support, he was able to restrain himself and help his brother find reclusive demigod Cenarius. Cenarius, who dwelt within the sacred moonglades of the distant Mount Hyjal, agreed to help the Night Elves by finding the ancient dragons and enlisting their aid. Dragons led by the great Red Leviathan and Alexstrasza agreed to send their mighty flights to engage the demons and their infernal masters. Cenarius, calling the spirits of the enchanted forest, routed an army of ancient tree men and led them against the Legion in a daring ground assault. As the Night Elves' allies converged upon Charred's temple and the Well of Eternity, all-out warfare erupted. Despite the strength of their newfound allies, Malfurion and his colleagues realized the Legion could not be defeated by martial strength alone. As the titanic battle raged around Charred's capital, the delusional queen awaited in anticipation for Sir Garrus' arrival. The Lord of the Legion was prepared to pass through the Well of Eternity and enter the ravaged world. As his impossibly huge shadow grew ever closer to the Well's surface, Charred gathered the most powerful of her highborn followers. Only by linking their magics together in one focused spell would they be able to create a gateway large enough for Sir Garrus to enter. As the battle raged across the burning fields of Kalimdor, a terrible turn of events unfolded. Details of the event have been lost to time, but it is known that Neltharion, the dragon aspect of the earth, went mad during a critical engagement against the Burning Legion, began to split apart as flame and rage erupted from its dark hide. Renaming himself Deathwing, the burning dragon turned on his brethren and drove the 5 dragonflights from the field of battle. Deathwing's sudden betrayal was so destructive that the 5 dragonflights never truly recovered. Wounded and shocked, Alexstrasza and the other noble dragons were forced to abandon their mortal allies. Malfurion and his companions, now hopelessly outnumbered, barely survived the ensuing onslaught. Malfurion, convinced that the Well of Eternity was demon's umbilical link to the physical world, insisted it be destroyed. His companions, knowing that the well was the source of their immortality and powers, were horrified by the rash notion, yet Tyrande saw the wisdom of Malfurion's theory, so she convinced Cenarius and their comrades to storm Ashar's temple and find a way to shut down the well for good. 1 sec. 3, 4, 5, 6. speak to Bev first if I've never done so. Liv, not Bev.
Hey there.
How's business? To be honest, we've been struggling to make ends meet. Business has been slowing down lately, no thanks to drunkards like Stuart harassing other customers. Sounds like you need someone to bounce them for you. So I don't be doing everyone a favor. He's mean drunk though, quite the brawler, so be ready for a
See you
fight.
later.
Oi, you there. You got some kind of problem, pal? Seems like a few too many. Time for you to leave. So his damage go down by a bit now. Went from 13 to... oh, never mind.
I can't cast that yet.
How are you?
I'm taking care of Stuart. He shouldn't be a problem anymore. Thank you, Gorik. Gorik isn't the only problem around here, but sure was the loudest. I'm running a goat to give you, but I do have you but I hope this will do. She hands you a rune.
See you around.
Great Pants Rebuke. Interrupts, so it's just the interruption. Different icon for it. Is that the icon it had during Classic? I just feel like sticking on everything I can. So yeah, this was the park. Nice little place. And that one completely destroys it. It's basically the night elf quarter. And yeah, they just like, fuck you elves. And destroys it. Which sucks.
Hello.
And this is what this place used to look like before the Traveler's Boot and the chefs got moved in there. We've never gotten to go in there. Never. I'm kind of surprised Blizzard has restrained themselves. It's kind of annoying me, but I'm kind of surprised we've never gotten to go in there. Or unless the Horde did during an expansion. Like Legion. But it's meant to be an even more secure version of the Stockade. Even worse people are shoved in there. So it's just like, I'm surprised Blizzard hasn't decided, you know, yeah, there's a jailbreak over there too. You know? We've done like the Violet Hold twice. We've done the stockade twice. So, why not stockade 2 over there?
What's on your mind? What's your back?
Well met. See you soon.
Awesome.
Hi, you're a tall one.
Underground assault. Normagan has fallen under control of those dastardly trogs. Situation's grave, but perhaps you can help, Greg. Deep in the dead mines is a functional goblin shredder. Find that shredder and bring back the intact power supply. With Shredder's power supply, we can give our gyrodromatic excavators the power they need to break through the rocky underground borders of Normagan, opening the way for a gnomish assault.
Very good.
I'm in no way ready for dead mines. I was going to say Normagan, but no way ready for it. But yeah, sure. Hold on to it. They're off to your head if I'm making 6 silver profit. That system really is not cured right. Wait. Oh no, it is right. It is geared right. I was still thinking of the old price. It's really hard for me to justify making anything because of like how expensive copper is, and like how worthless what I can make is.
No.
You have some skill about you with hammer and anvil, but not enough. I'll speak to Dane Lindgren. He'll get you ready to learn what I have to teach you.
See you soon. Greetings.
You're not bad, but let me show you a few tricks you might find handy. Yeah, this is the first bit of green. I can make, and it's wanted for one of those boxes. So part of me is thinking it would have some interest in being bought. Of course, people may be just skipping those boxes, but if I price it competitively enough, there may be some interest. But that would be the first thing I'll be interested in making to try and sell. Nothing else here is worthwhile. The grinding stone's interesting. I think it's actually a crafting reagent for further stuff. It's not like the sharpening stones. Ah, mana potions. Okay. I was thinking those randomly patrolling elite guards came later, but no, I actually remember those now, I think. Just gonna be from that pre-patch. Rat pre-patch. Let me just show you the what the old keep used to look like. It's very much like the modern keep, you know, the ramp up, but they've since like rebuilt the whole area before it, so it's not just like straight in off the streets, it's more of a grand entrance. I think the amount of work they had to do to like bring this whole place back so far, like every brick, you know. Though they've changed our room into going into so that it's actually connected off the throne room. Because this is the throne room of the past. There is no throne. There's also more books in here, but I'm not reading them. Major Samuelson. Isn't he killed in Kata? Like he's a betrayer. Oh, there's Anixia, by the by. She uses a similar disguise as her father did. Though without the, he didn't have the boob window. Or the boobs. Prester. Dowing used the same human name.
Light be with you.
She glares at you. His bow of R before he became toasty.
Light bless you.
There's Anduin, using generic kid model.
Interest you on a pint?
The war against the Horde has reached full tilt, Gurik. This is a time of great need for the Alliance, and it's quite necessary that all of us do our part to help. The Silverwing Sentinels are at war with the War Song Outriders, due to destruction the Orcs are causing to the forest. There are, however, more reasons to defend this particular forest than plain love for nature. The forest forms a strategic barrier that makes Ashenvale defensible against a large-scale attack. Without it, Astronar will last a day or two before being annexed to the Barrens. Do your part in fighting the War Song Outriders, Gurik, for the Alliance. Oh yes, Marks of Honor. I remember those.
Been good.
If you lose a match, if you lose a match of, each battleground comes with, its own currency called Marks of Honor, which you can use to buy gear, buy mounts. You don't use gold, you use Marks of Honor. You get 3 for winning, 1 for losing. Maybe 2 for a draw, I don't remember. It may not be possible to draw. Must be. But it's probably gonna either be 3 or 1. You know, you either win or you lose. Draws are pretty hard to pull off. So many things to read. But, so yeah, it's either win or lose, you know? And, they removed this currency either late Rat or early Kata, or for Kata. But I remember grinding to get a ton of Marks of Honor before for a mount. I think it was like 40 apiece from the classic things. If I headed to Old Town right now, I could actually show it to you. And then that'll be it. That's me done for today. I want to move a few things and go record something else. I end up playing this for longer than I meant to. Which is a good sign. It means I'm kind of getting into it, you know? I'm enjoying it. Which I'm kind of shocked at. As I've tried to play Classic before, but I could never get into it. That's why last set I was so worried, like, you know what? I want to play this long term, I want to do my goals, but I'm scared that, you know, I'm not going to keep interest. But here I am. I'm actually doing so. Woo! Playing Merchant actually really fucking helps. I'm sorry, I like money. I like money. Only classic WoW Battlegrounds had Marks of Honor. Even when they introduced something like, say, Nether Song. Nether Song. What the fuck? You haven't say? No. Even when they introduced something like, okay, this is different from what I remember. Or is it? No, I think I'm too used to the post-Kata version. Too used to that. I think. I'm too used to, like, this being an open field to a building at the back. But I think that honestly, that's the version I keep thinking of. I barely remember this being just, like, one big thing, you know? But anyway, yeah, it was only, like, the vanilla places that had it. Huh? Ooh, instance portal. Knight or higher to enter the Champions Hall. What? Okay, that requirement was taken out of the game by the time I played it. But the, see this honor sheet here? This wasn't in it when I was playing. This, the whole system, like... Okay, let me move back to finish my points. Only the vanilla battlegrounds have Marks of Honor. When they introduced, like, the Burning Crusade battlegrounds, they never gave them Marks of Honor. You got PvP points and that was it. I'm not sure if there's even a faction associated with them. It was just another battleground to do events in. As far as I remember. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. But anyway, this here is different. Basically, when you do PvP in this, there's honorable kills and dishonorable kills. So if you kill NPCs that are grey to you, if you... they're like civilian NPCs. If you kill... I'm not sure if it's players that are grey to you. I think players are always honorable. Other than players that are just after hearting. But I'm not sure if you're penalized for killing them. You just don't get a benefit. But you know, let's read it ourselves. Honorable kills. Each time you or a group you're a part of does damage to an enemy player in PvP and subsequently killed, you gain an honorable kill. You only get an honorable kill if the target's difficulty is green or better. Target will give XP if it were a monster. Only enemy players give honorable kills. Each time you assist in killing a civilian in PvP that is too low of a level to give you experience, grey level number, you get a dishonorable kill. Each dishonorable kill you get immediately reduces your overall ranking slightly, and each additional dishonorable kill you get during a single day has a larger effect than the last one. So the more honorable kills you get, the higher your rank goes. And the higher your rank is, you get different titles. So, you know, rank 1's probably going to be like Squire or something, or Grunt, you know. But as you go up, you get called like Knight, Champion, and you get like General. And to keep the highest rank in your faction, you have to do tons of PvP. It's really hard to get the title, but here's the catch. Titles need to be maintained. Or at least that title does. You have to keep PvPing to maintain it. You don't just get it and you're done. You actually have to work to keep it. I believe. It's been a long time since I read the Bradley Games guide for this. My aunt got me one for classic WoW, and then vanilla, and then one for Burning Crusade. I may have picked up one for Rat as well. I don't think so though. This is one hell of a nostalgia trip, honestly. Ooh, I've got mail. Should be a mailbox around here somewhere. That may be just a kindness from later on. Wow. Quality of life. That's one difficulty in playing these, because there's been various quality of life improvements, or just niceties, that you just don't get in Classic WoW. Because obviously, you know, if they're updating stuff, adding things to it, and then you go play the unupdated version of the game, those updates aren't going to be there. You know, shocking.
Illume be with you.
Paladin, we're not ashamed to say we're in need of all assistance we can get in our fight, but there's a greater honor to be had now than any other time in the past. Choose to lend your skills. As well, they're sure to look upon more favorable upon your efforts in battle. So there's more honor and more rep if you help out during their time. I'm pretty low level, so I question my ability to help. Oh yeah, that. I don't remember even how much I sold it for. I have sold it at a loss, just to clear it out. So anyway, I'm gonna call this here, as it's now 2:30. I played for longer than intended. I do hope you've enjoyed, and I do hope you join me again soon. If there's anything you would like to tell me, please let me know in the comment section below. That is what it's there for. I'm starting to wonder if I will actually go play anything else. All this talking has made me quite thirsty. Piv already acted up once tonight. I'm not going anywhere near that goddamn kitchen. I'm not sending her off again. Ugh. Remember when I stopped earlier? When I was just after getting the rune? Yeah, Pippa kicked off, so... Sorry, I thought I heard something for a moment. It's like, oh god, the fucking timing. It's best not to take a risk and set her off again, you know? Honestly, I swear she's looking for an opportunity to be a cunt. But anyway, I sincerely hope you've enjoyed this, and I do hope you join me again soon. If there's anything you'd like to tell me, please let me know in the comment section below. That is what it's there for. Till then, folks. Love and peace.